Hello and welcome back to the Motions Based Q&A. Another question that I would like to address today is from one of our community members asking why his Credit Karma credit score is different from the score that the bank gave him when he applied for a personal loan. So again, we have to remember there is a big difference with a FICO score, which the bank is likely using, and the Vantage credit score that Credit Karma is using as well. And let me explain that here real quick. A comparison between the FICO 8 score. It's the FICO 8 that I will use because it is very commonly used for personal loans and credit cards. And I think this is what this a community member is asking about. But anyway, Credit Karma is using the Vantage 3.0 version of this scoring system. And there's a big difference why you would notice that your FICO score is way different than your Vantage score. And the reason being, they have different percentages when it comes to utilization and what they favor the most. Is it utilization? Is it payment history? And I will give you a kind of a comparative data just so if you are new to the credit scoring system or you may be wondering what's the difference, and it will actually give you a better knowledge of what these banks may possibly use, which credit scoring system they will use when you apply for an auto loan, for a mortgage. It's a whole different scoring system that they would use. But I would present that here just for general information. The two scoring systems that are widely used nowadays are the FICO Score 9 and the FICO Score 8. And this is across all three credit bureaus. For auto lending, as you can see, lending institutions can actually use different types and different models for the FICO scoring across all three credit bureaus. We will not go into each of them. I just wanted to show you that they do indeed use different versions of the FICO when it comes to car loans. When it comes to credit card decisioning as well, you can also see here that lenders can use any of these FICO scoring models. With mortgage lending, you will also notice that they stick to the older versions of the FICO scoring system. Experian uses FICO Score 2, FICO Score 5 for Equifax, and the FICO Score 4 for TransUnion. It does not stop there. There are newer versions of the FICO scoring system. There is the FICO Score 10 and the FICO Score 10T. So we will not go into that, but I will just provide you with a comparison between the FICO scoring system and the Vantage 3.0. Vantage 3.0 is actually much simpler. And this is where I will give you a side-by-side comparison of the FICO 8 credit score and the Vantage 3.0 credit score. As you can see, a lot of you and a lot of us are very familiar with the FICO score 8. One thing you will notice in comparison, between the two charts that we have here is that the FICO 8 scoring system only has 5 categories, whereas the Vantage 3.0 has 6. They have an extra category for available credit, whereas the FICO score 8 does not have that. Common factor for both systems is that they pay attention and they really put weight on payment history. So in building your credit profile, it is really important that you build up that payment history, because even if with Vantage credit scoring system, they look at 40% for payment history, whereas it is 35% for the FICO 8 score. Another thing to take a note of is utilization for both systems is that it's different. It is 30% for FICO Score 8, whereas on the Vantage credit scoring system, it's only 20%. Next thing you will notice is credit age. Okay, for the Vantage scoring system, they pay a lot of attention to credit age, which is 21%, whereas on the FICO score system, it's only 15%. You will also notice that on the Vantage 3.0 scoring system, they combined credit age and the type of credit. That means the credit mix. With FICO 8 scoring system, credit mix is about 10%. As far as inquiries, they also differ. On the FICO 8, they put weight on it at 10%. With the Vantage 3.0, it's only 5%. Something unique with the Vantage 3.0 scoring system is that they put weight and they pay attention to available credit. FICO Score 8 does not have that. Now that you know the difference between these two scoring systems, it will make you realize why sometimes you have a high Credit Karma score, but you have a low FICO 8 score. Or it may be possible that you have a high FICO 8 credit score and your Credit Karma or the Vantage 3.0 credit score is lower. So it is because of the different percentages and the weight that they put on specific categories like utilization and payment history, credit mix and type of age and all that. And as I've shown in that chart, hopefully this will help you understand what is the difference between the Vantage 3.0 and the FICO 8 scoring system. So there it is, the difference between the FICO scoring system and the Vantage scoring system. So to Mr. Michael M., thank you so much for sending me that message. It made me look into the different categories for this, and hopefully I was able to answer your question. So anyway, have a great evening, and to all of you as well, thank you for continuing to support this channel. And again, this is Motions Biz, thanking you for checking in and supporting this channel. Until next time.